Tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. And the game Arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily and a look at the starters for San Antonio. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Derek White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, they're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Murray with it. Rebound by Harrell.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
2 very deep teams, great benches. Brent, talk about the mindset and the difference there between starting and coming off the bench.
You can assess, Kevin, throughout the first quarter or when it is that your time to check in the second quarter is about the rhythm of the game. What are we doing well? So when I go in, how much more can I enhance the advantage we have there? Or let's say it's a game where we're getting killed in transition. The most important thing I can do is communicate that message to the team. When we start that 4 or 5 minute stretch, let's focus on these 2 things to get ourselves back and righted for the rest of the night.
Oh, that's excellent.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Murray against Leonard to the middle. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
The Spurs have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Murray finds DeRozan. A baseline J. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Williams attacking. Here's Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those 2 things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Thank you, David. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The pass to Leonard. Over Aldridge. Leonard with the bucket.
Well, a marksman from every spot on the floor. Didn't think you'd say that about Kawhi Leonard coming out of college, but now one of the toughest covers in the league.
Out to the right wing. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. He can't get that one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
Yeah, but very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the 4th quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Interesting to see the rebirth of the Clippers, or actually maybe the actual birth of the Clippers, having Kawhi Leonard join this team along with Paul George, convincing him to come to town and to start maybe something special. And it's pretty immediate, the impact that these 2 are going to make on the floor, especially on the defensive end.
Los Angeles with some changes. Zubats is checked in for Harrell. Jermichael Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Williams. Pass to Forbes. Gay against Green. Miles inside. He gets that one. And Kawhi, with all the strings he pulled to get here, Brent, he's already a Clippers legend.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to say that, but a three-time All-NBA performer. Remember, 2011-12 was on the All-Rookie team, a two-time Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard's resume is just absolutely astounding for a player who's still growing. For the fact that him, at 28 years old, joining the Clippers along with Paul George, a lot of high expectations for the franchise now.
Here's Gay. The shot off that time, so the Clippers will take it the other way. George up top. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Lyles. And the rejection by Zubats. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green against Gay. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's not going to go for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Damari Carroll is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Forbes in at the point.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game, and in the golden age of scoring point guards, Patrick Beverley doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
And Forbes kicks to Lyles. Rebound by the Clippers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent, Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
Interesting for Lambo, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a 3rd or 4th guy on the offensive end to make some major contribution.
All alone, finishes the break with a slam.
Consistent in finding ways at coming up with steals, Patrick Beverley in the shorts of the opposition.
Forbes the pass to Lyles. Bellinelli up top, defended by Beverley. Kept alive. Tries yet again. Lyles kicks to Carroll. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that's his role. That's where Carroll's at his best, the catch and shoot.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special.
Oh, wow.
Hello. That's a beautiful jam.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Spurs trail by 15. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And again, San Antonio turns it over. A different look now for San Antonio. Acapurdo comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's White for Bellinelli. Clippers leading by 15. And Leonard has it in the corner from downtown. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, Marcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Williams, here we go. Here's Harrell. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Harrell's got his first bucket in this one.
Harrell trying to improve that mid-range. Lots of teams decide to back up off of him. Knocks that one down.
Back to Pirtle. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard attacking. Yes, that goes in. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
DeRozan with it. Leonard picks him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard draws the double. Green against Aldridge. Green dishes to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
59 seconds left in the first half. DeRozan against Leonard. Count that one. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Williams attacking. In the corner, Harrell with it. On the wing, Green. Aldridge is covering. 6 to shoot. Passes to Leonard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Leonard's got 12.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. To the wing on the left. And here's Mills for 3. That one misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points and 1 assist. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection.
And that's a wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Oh! Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Here's Murray. Outside DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
It's Williams with the drive. The rebound by the Spurs.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Murray, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And that one, good.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Seems like nearly everyone, Brent, can shoot the 3. Records being broken every year. How long do you think this age of shooting is going to last?
The tipping. Point, I'm not sure where that is, but the fact that the Houston Rockets in the past 2 seasons have done what it is that they've done, shooting more 3s than 2s for 2 consecutive seasons, is just a mind-boggling thing to me, Kevin. I think.
But where has it gotten?
Well, I think that we're kind of at
the tipping
maximum.
point.
I think we are at the tipping point. I don't know how much more you can do, but the teams that are seeing those other teams having success with it are trying to emulate it.
They are.
Without the talent that you have. So the next few years are going to be interesting to see how it is or where it is that a transformative player maybe brings the game back towards inside the three-point line, or what strategies change to create even more three-point shots. He felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Spurs trail by 17. And there's the pass to Lyles. Spurs working the ball around now. Leonard against Murray. The Clippers grab the miss.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Leonard draws the double. He kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Leonard. Zubac's in the post. Miles there. And that one is good from Zubac.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Forbes. Now Lyles. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
And in a league that's obsessed with 3s and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Rodney Magruder. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Passes it to Zubac. Leonard against Carroll. Leonard attacking, and he gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Shamet misses the three. Spurs trailed by 19. And here is Bellinelli. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shot goes in.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
The pass to Shamet. Zubac with it. Dishes it to Beverly. There's Shamet. Drains the three-pointer. Shamet's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That's tipped. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Carroll. San Antonio again turning it over.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Williams, and it's good. 2 points. He's got 6.
In a way, Lou Williams, a little bit like J.R. Smith, he'll welcome the chance to finish off, especially if it's a difficult shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for San Antonio. Bellinelli is out there with White. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. Williams in the post. White covering. Again, Los Angeles.
So good at scoring over the defense, Lou Williams. It's like he's better under pressure or with more difficult shots from time to time.
Now Bellinelli. And that one, good. Bellinelli's got his first 2 points.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And some changes here for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Murray subbed in for Bellinelli. Williams finds Shamet. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. In the corner, Harrell with it. Drills the three-pointer.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Pass to White. Gay outside. Here's DeRozan. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. and it's all adding up.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And that one goes long.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Spurs shooting not great, 40% for the game. White with it. Williams picks him up. DeRozan, and it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
That's good from Gay. So for the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. Clippers leading by 21. In the corner, George with it. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. White the pass to Gay. Kicks it to DeRozan. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Williams finds George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid, not so much anymore.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Walker with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Got a piece of it. Here's Magruder. To the paint. Here's Mann. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Walker. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
He loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And the Spurs making a change here. Bellinelli's checked in. Down low. Here's Lyles. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Robinson passes to Kabengele. Here's Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. So it's San Antonio now. They need this one. Walker goes in and finished off by Walker.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Pass to Magruder. Over Mills. Magruder, that's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home.